It's begun.
What once felt impossible is now happening. In 2025, more and more countries are tightening, or even closing their borders to Americans. And it's not just about politics or visas. Something far bigger is unfolding. Today, we'll uncover the 10 countries that are saying no to U.S. travelers, and why this shift might change the way the world sees America forever. Stay until the end, because what's happening next might shock you. Let's zoom out for a moment. 2025 has brought a major global reset in how nations treat foreign travelers. Political tensions, wars, and economic challenges have made countries focus inward. National security, cultural identity, and digital surveillance fears are driving a new wave of border control. And for the first time in decades, the American passport is losing its power. From visa denials to flat-out bans, Americans are finding doors closed in places that once rolled out the welcome mat. Starting from country Russia. Russia has fully suspended visas for U.S. citizens as of March 2025. The Kremlin claims it's about national security, but most analysts say it's retaliation for U.S. sanctions and support for Ukraine. American journalists have been expelled, tourists are being detained, and with virtually no U.S. consular presence, even emergency rescues are nearly impossible. Russia isn't just off-limits, it's risky to even try.
Number 2, China.
China has paused tourist visas for Americans, citing internal administrative reviews. But behind the scenes, this is about tech rivalry, espionage accusations, and political tension. Americans who do enter face intense airport screenings, phone checks, and sudden visa cancellations. While China hasn't officially announced a ban, the reality is clear: entry is more difficult than ever.
Number 3, Venezuela.
In April 2025, Venezuela labeled all U.S. citizens as persona non grata. The Maduro government blames Washington for fueling unrest and backing opposition leaders. Americans inside the country were given just 48 hours to leave. Flights between the nations are frozen, and the U.S. embassy is dark.
Number 4, Iran.
Iran now enforces a blanket travel ban on Americans, even dual nationals, citing hostile intentions. Recent reports say American Iranians have been detained without trial. For any U.S. citizen, Iran is not just restricted, it's outright dangerous. Number 5 _ North Korea. North Korea reopened borders in 2024 but issued a permanent ban on all U.S. citizens. It accuses Americans of espionage and subversive acts. Even aid workers are barred. It's a symbolic move, but a powerful one. These first 5 countries aren't a surprise. But the next ones? These might make you rethink your travel plans. These are places Americans used to love visiting, or thought were friendly. So subscribe and stay tuned. Number 6 _ Japan. Japan shocked travelers this year by suspending visa-free travel for Americans. While not a total ban, U.S. tourists now face interviews, proof of funds, and lengthy approval times. Officials blame visa overstays, but political tensions and anti-foreigner sentiment may be the real reason. Number 7 _ South Africa. South Africa has added new travel restrictions targeting U.S. citizens, including tighter background checks and frequent visa denials. Officials vaguely cite security concerns, but some believe this is linked to U.S. involvement in African politics and cultural clashes with foreign tourists. Number 8 _ Brazil. In 2025, Brazil reintroduced strict visa policies and is rejecting over 60% of U.S. applications. Brazil claims it's about reciprocity, pointing out that America also makes it difficult for Brazilians to get visas. A tit-for-tat that's frustrating travelers on both sides. Number 9 Turkey. Turkey is quietly blacklisting American travelers. Reports say many U.S. citizens applying for Turkish e-visas are denied with no explanation, and some are even turned away upon arrival. Behind closed doors, Turkish intelligence cites fears of U.S. espionage.
Number 10 Mexico. The Shocker, Mexiko. The Route 1 Travel Destination for Americans.
While the border isn't officially closed, certain regions are too dangerous for U.S. citizens. Cartels are specifically targeting Americans in kidnappings and extortion schemes. Some local states now refuse entry to Americans without strong ties to Mexico. The American passport once meant freedom and privilege. But 2025 is changing that, fast. Borders are hardening. Nationalism is rising. And the world is no longer automatically rolling out the welcome mat for the United States. If you're planning to travel, do your research. And remember, this might be just the start of a much bigger shift. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because next, we're diving into why some countries may soon start charging Americans security deposits just to visit.